Well, I never noticed how close Monica's hand is to a— Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, BikuriBox12 here. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, the playthrough. I don't know how much I wanted. You guys were super on board with this, are the people who watched it anyway. Obviously, the video didn't get as many views as some of my other ones, as expected. Unfortunately, I do think that I'm coming down with a slight cold right now, so I can't do any extreme highs or lows. It's nothing terrible right now, so I felt like I should record before it might get worse. I felt that now was the better time, but let's see if I got the voices down again, though. I had to edit that video so much, so I've heard myself do these voices more than I actually said them. So let's see what I got. Hey, dang it. Hi again, Hayes. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. An honest gentleman. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Fashionably late to the party, it's like I am him.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Hayes. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. This is the one that might kill me. Natsuki, or... Sayori told me Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, and you won't see the end of it. Okay. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. What is that? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Is that what that was? This sounded like bitter frustration being held in. Oh! Manga is literature! Okay, alright. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Hayes always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Now that, I can attest to. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, of course.
How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once, oh shoot. Got a pyromaniac.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Hayes can become good friends too. Don't leave the door open like that, Sayori. Sayori! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori.
Huh? Me? Gift giving? 'Tis the season.
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
I've adjusted to the, I think that listening to myself do these voices so much has actually helped with a little bit of mind-muscle connection.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Did she just say that out loud?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It's like this guy is reading a script. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
It's a bomb. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. And for anyone who is unclear about this, no, this is not a dating simulator. It may look like that, but I guess somebody told me around the 3-hour mark. I don't know what day that corresponds to, but things, they start going. They start going. So I'm gonna hold on to the peace while I still can, the serenity.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out just a book. No joke.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
Oh, is it Frog and Toad?
And we could, you know,
discuss it if you wanted. A little bit of show and tell, little peer review, peer reading, group reading. It's just called group reading, isn't it? Simple combination of words. This is what? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I think that's called the law of attraction, Hayes. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
2 pages a minute. That's actually pretty good. Never mind. I think.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Okay. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet, probably looking for her manga. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Dang it, no chances to insert. I slump down into the nearest desk and plot my schemes. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me and discuss it with her, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Yeah? Is that really it? Are you sure? So now maybe something else on your mind right now you want to talk about? I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Uh-oh. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Yeah. How do you do Goofy's without it sounded like That's just, well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Oh yeah. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Yeah, for these normies, these pinheads. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Sounds like someone needs a Jimmy Neutron brain blast right now. And after they come, we can do the same thing, or we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. So out of character. She's usually so carefree, it's rare to hear her deliberating like this. This guy's got quite the vocabulary. Huh, well, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes, of course. The nectar of the gods. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Yes, with her cat-shaped cupcakes. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Must eat, Monica. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. So I guess that's the big event of this game that we're leading up to, and that might be whenever the Supreme Showdown begins. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Uh-oh. Love triangle, or rectangle? Because there's 4 of them? Oh, there's 4 girls. Is it a love pentagram? Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. You know, I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. That might be the most anime sound they've made the whole time. I opened my eyes. Oh yeah, he was sleeping in the class. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Sorry, I can't. I nearly fall out of my chair. Oh, I would do that right now if it wasn't so boxed in right now. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Oh, thanks. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. No. Does our school have a napping club? Where do I sign? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Well, wasn't she the one that would always sleep in, though? Have things changed? How long was I out? You will need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. People will understand I'm actually a loser. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. You're a little too much sometimes. It's what I do best. I have eyes on my hands. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Okay, yeah. Not every day. That's not very convincing. Yeah, I don't oversleep every day either. But 6 out of 7. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself. Well, she's not an airhead. Oh, well, he did say that. But she's not dumb. She might be stupid, but she's not dumb.
How was it written all over me?
Wow, she really did it. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. It's a good friend. Man, you really need a brush for this. There's a squirrel in here.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Is it really? From the other cutscenes? And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would even notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. A little half and half. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. I thought that was just, you know. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Here we go. Here we go.
Eh? That's super mean. That's even more than mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. How? I start to button her blazer from the bottom. I've seen this photo. I know it. I know this. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yep. There's a thumbnail for you.
This is so funny.
That's the word I'd use for this moment. What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You know what that does to me. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Hey.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this.
Man, this is...
Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Something else is, Why is this one so hard to close? God, I can... I see it. I see it in my brain. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. I'm sure you do. It's just not going. How does this thing even fit you properly? There's some, Three's Company shenanigans right here.
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Although, guilty as charged, I don't re-button my stuff if I don't have to. I don't even retie my shoes. I just leave them tied and slip them on. What are you smiling about?
Me...
We did it.
It means my boobs got bigger again.
In all my life. Never thought I'd have to say that. Dude, don't say that out loud. It's freaking weird. Whisper it to me instead. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy.
But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. She just tears the whole thing off. Oh, now it's a party. You know, if you had a nickel for every time I nodded and winked at the camera, or did something like, hey. Hey. You probably have like 10 bucks.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because, if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this.
Still,
and you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway.
Yeah, I see.
So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Back to the point.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. I mean, that's... It really is like she's talking to me. I really gotta get to bed earlier. Why am I still getting up late? Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. She came in like a phantom.
Yo, Danny Phantom, he was just 14.
Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
Yay. Hayes, I can't wait to read yours.
Oh, I wrote some words. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Well, I wouldn't say that that's embarrassing. It's just writing a poem. You could write something that's not embarrassing. I mean, if you really wanted to. This guy's copping out. This guy isn't like me. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, do I have to make a choice?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. See, that's the thing. Monica, she's too perfect, you know? And I'm pretty sure that that was meant to be. She's supposed to be this well-rounded individual who you can't go wrong with, but at the same time, she lacks that personality, that really standout characteristic that makes you go, oh yeah, that's her. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. My dog ate it. Who should I show my poem to first? I gotta make a choice. I think that Sayori was the one that I had the most chemistry with, or the most agreeing terms with. So if I showed my poem to any of these other girls, I don't think it would work as strongly as it would with Sayori, so I tried to make mine very balanced, well, somewhat anyway. So I think I have to. Because, I mean, I like all of them. Oh, you can share with Monica, that's weird. Yeah, I like all of them. I mean, they're all equally appetizing, but I think Sayori would be the right choice. We'll go for, I think that we'll do one for each of them. I think that that's the way to go. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. Yeah, that's true, actually. Realistically, I think that that's how it would go in class. She's my good friend, after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Hayes.
Huh?
I love it.
Sure.
I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori. Did you read it? I just drew the Pizza Hut logo in crayon 3 times. I think you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's.
Whoa, what? You're putting down the little one?
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Hayes poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Those aren't my feelings. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. I thought that that said... Sayori hugs the out of her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I love it.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one.
Yeah, it's really is an accomplishment.
It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, Hayes, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people can do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Oh, so it is selfish, yeah. I mean, hey, boys will be boys. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. The sleepies. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? Trusting me? I look above, the sky is blue. No shit. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but do I have a choice to react like this is good or this sucks? Did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh, okay.
No. Just a little bit, just the part about the breakfast.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Always does.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Well, that's kind of condescending, actually, if you read too much into that.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school? I mean, it's not a time-consuming meal, Hayes.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
What is that? But next time, I
won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, we share them with all of them. Oh, okay. So it does. Was that my whole monologue I did about choices meaningless then? Maybe it wasn't. We'll see. I guess we'll just go down the line. Natsuki was the second closest one that I had. Maybe it's like a preliminary round to get used to how everybody reacts.
Ah,
this voice. Shoot.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Here we go. That's my girl. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
Princess?
It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Stoking the flames.
Do you want to get smacked?
No, Mickey, stop.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Again, people can try, but that's about it.
I actually kind of like that one. That was funny.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because she's a tsundere. Isn't that a tsundere?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks their writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even take my writing seriously.
We are in high school, right? Yeah? Yeah. So in other words, they're all underage, so I should really stop with the jokes. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
I like that too.
Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
I just have to stay in that same register. If I fluctuate at all, it's gonna... Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
That's true. With less words to write, you have to be a little more powerful with them. Less is more.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
That's cool.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Okay, now we're getting cocky.
I'm glad you learned something.
I really don't want to keep doing this voice. Only because I don't entirely know how it's turning out. With the headphones on, it sounds different.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Well, maybe you should rethink that statement just like, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, next person. Oh, thank you. I guess we're just going down the line. Yuri stares at the poem. Oh, yes, she's a little more critical. I wish I could actually write something, but I guess that would be a little too advanced for the AI. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Yes. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be, after reading through it.
Wow, she is... So it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that, they try to make their style very deliberate.
What are you trying to say?
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques to go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Sayori.
Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well,
it was a long story. Back in the war.
Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry,
but now I want to know. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be, or isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, cursive. I was never good at cursive. After 3rd grade, it was like, see ya.
Ghost, under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calmly, calm, bathing, breathing, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Clearly an experienced writer here.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Are you kidding me? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. In fact, everyone else sucks by comparison.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often, as I don't read cursive very often. This game knows me. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, as a poem usually is, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short?
Wasn't shorter than, it was, in fact, I think that was the longest one so far, unless Monica has a freaking essay.
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing.
I gotta stop. I need my mind to stay on track.
I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's coming out of the shell later.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Wow, where did that come from? Is that how it's pronounced?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hayes.
Oh, he thought that the past and future story was about a ghost. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often expresses their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture.
In other words, you're shallow, Hayes, and you should go fuck.
In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really.
Oh yeah. There's modesty. And then there's making me feel like an idiot.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, I've got quite a selection. Let's see what Monica the expert has to say.
Hi, Hayes. Having a good time so far?
Oh yeah,
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
all right, I'll keep that in mind. Let's get this over with. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Hayes. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem, and she tears it up.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that the game telling me, who's on my list?
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
Oh, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. So much so that you might actually end up, even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. I'm kind of insane. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected. What am I getting myself into?
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Ah, my stomach's growling. Ooh, that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
You gotta experiment, gotta try new things, or else you'll never know what works.
Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Right.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Everybody is you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
It's an act. It's an act. What does it mean? I'm trying to read into this. I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. Hole in the wall. I saw that show like twice.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, they're gone. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Whoa. That's scary. Wait. Alright, I think I might know what that means, but I'll get into that later.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Yeah, what was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
Really?
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
I am worried. I never know what is like, oh, that's just, hey, fun, and this is going to turn into something crazy.
Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect,
and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. See ya. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, pretty much. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I'll have to see if there's a literature club at my school. No reason, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Can't say I'm surprised. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh no, please no trauma. Please, trauma.
What's with this language?
Wait, was that to herself, or was that a whisper? I can't... Did she hear it? Did you say something? It must have been a mutter.
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute. What's gonna happen?
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try hard?
Wow, she really is. Yeah.
To come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions...
That is hard. Yeah, I need water for her voice.
I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Like me.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Hayes did too.
Heck yeah.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
So you could suck.
And Hayes liked my poem too, you know.
Uh-oh, they're gonna find out I'm just a yes man.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no. Music cuts, you know what this means. I saw somebody made a Reddit post of me saying fiction in the first part. That was awesome.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Sorry, that was just me.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Yeah, this is classic anime right here. And I don't have a problem with that.
Maybe you're just jealous that Hayes appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
This is some circusy music right here.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who...
I don't have the energy for this right now, man.
I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hayes started showing up.
Natsuki. No.
Oh, Natsuki, that's a little... I can't do two voices at once. Or can I?
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Busted.
Hayes, she's just trying to make me look bad.
I really don't care. I mean, girls fight, you know? It's gonna... Hey, do I have a say in this? Can I, like, just jump in and be like, hey, you can both have...
That's not true. She started it.
Yeah, she's the youngest.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
Clearly a difference in perspective here that still persists today.
Help me explain that to her, Hayes.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
She's a teacher, and she's still falling asleep on us.
You understand that, right, Hayes?
Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place?
It's not like I know anything about writing. I'm an idiot. Why do you guys care?
But whomever I agree with...
Oh, yeah. Okay, he says he's not a writer, and then he uses whomever. Nobody knows whenever to use that word.
But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Help me, Sayori! So of course that's going to be... Yeah. I don't think I should pick favorites right now. Yeah, I can't, because both of sides of the argument are equally correct, you know? It's good to have a little bit of complexity, because it's more deep, it's more visceral, it's something that can be appreciated on a deeper level, and that's impressive, because not everybody can convey things like that. It's a skill, both writing and interpreting it. However, it's also nice whenever things aren't complicated and simple, and you can just jump right in and have a good time. So, I need help with Sayori. That's clear to me. I was drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Oh no. Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Hayes.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
We're all in this together, man. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me?
Oh, how long is this gonna go on, man?
Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes...
Stop! Stop! Stop.
Line. Natsuki. Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people.
Is she tearing up? Aw, man.
Sayori.
And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Got that right. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. I would know.
Big and beautiful. Is there a gas leak in here somewhere? Maybe that was an unnecessary remark. You could have just left it there the same as always. Nothing's changed. And then they got the adjectives.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
Yeah, Monika's kind of staying out right now. I thought she was like the leader. I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Man, she's freaking like the Flash. It was quick. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing, and she fades into nothing.
So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Doki doki. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Oh, I hope so. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Hayes. Hayes, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Now I know how to manipulate my writing to make people want me. That means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. But who will that be? I nod to myself with newfound determination. I will have all 4 of them.
Hayes, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Today's a brand new day. See ya. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah, I'm definitely... Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that.
Yep, bringing in the new guy brings in new drama.
I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Hayes, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Would it bother you if I got along with them a little better?
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Well, I mean, is it really a situation? I would call it an opportunity, honestly. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? My end game. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Be nice, Hayes. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, it's poem number 2 time. This one was a lot longer, more dialogue, and I didn't pause as much, so this video might actually be closer to an hour, which is good. That's how long I wanted them to be. Oh, we got more of the same here. Game, and I think both of these are Natsuki. So I'm gonna try and go for Natsuki a little more. Cute. Yeah, let's do that. Sweet Socks again. Oh yeah, Socks is her. Yeah, you start knowing which ones apply to who. Cheer and Romance. Yeah, Romance is her. Okay, I'm worried that if I mix the terms too much, it might actually make my poem worse. In real life, that would probably happen. I don't know how well the game works with that. Swimsuit. Wow, that's her? Okay. Anime, that is also her. Imagination. Oh, cool. Okay. Everybody gets 1. Yeah, I haven't really given Yuri any love yet, but... Oh, I will. Pleasure. Okay. Milk, fickle, pink. Okay. Smile. Bubbles. Childhood. Extreme. Play. Cool. Anxiety. No. Beauty. Heart. Fantasy. That one's good. Scars family ribbon before. Yeah, okay, so I guess we have all, it's like a collection, it's a word bank, I guess. Anger probably applies to Natsuki, but I don't want that in there. Family, it's good. Joy. I want to know what email applies to, but I don't want to make the wrong choice here. Yeah, let's do it. Email applies to her, okay. Boop. Of course, because she's goofy. Hey, I like goofy. Clearly. Contamination, that's a new one. Essence. Passion. Happiness. Mouse is, yeah, probably her, because like a computer mouse, she likes games. Okay. Excitement. Awesome. Aura. Fun. Okay, so it's about even with Natsuki and Sayori. But we're gonna call it a day there. Let me save, actually. Oh, I really played it a week ago? Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay, yeah, that's, I'm gonna call that a part. We covered quite some ground. How long was that? Hour and 20 minutes, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this playthrough as much as I am. And as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. All right. See ya.